Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, 1 2 6. Testing, testing, 1 2 6. Yep, this seems pretty good. Yep. Zero reverse CPU can whatever choice. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, your mission match area. Oh, it's okay. You just go. Dancing in the moonlight. Restream.io. Ray Ogre Gaze. K Ogre Games. K. What's up, guys? Yay! Hey guys, welcome to Ogre Games Tuesday night standard, I guess. I'm Alfian Poon. I'll be your host for today. Oh wait, what's this? There's echo somewhere. Okay, the echo's gone. Anyways, here we have. Oh, that's not their right names. Alright, this is their right name. Okay. Yeah, so we have Jerome Wong versus Brian Kong here. Jerome Wong looks like he's on Teamer Energy, while Brian Kong he has Search of Ascanta and Disallow in his graveyard, so I assume it's some sort of control deck, which I think has a good matchup against Teamer Energy. But Jerome seems to be able to have established his board, while Brian Kong does not have any counter spells at all. Does he? Oh, he's gonna allow that. Okay. So he's most likely gonna Glimmer this turn. Look for Sheltering Suns, I guess. Sheltering Suns and a Mountain. Did he get it? Nope. That's Sensor and Harness Lightning. Okay, to the bottom. Draw 2. A Torrential Gearhawk and an Abrade. Okay. So Brian Kong here, and quite a bad spot. I forgot to turn on the timer too. It's actually at 44 right now. Alright, so Brian deciding if he wants to put it to his graveyard. But yeah, put it in his graveyard. Okay. Then it flips. Quite a bad spot here for Brian Kong. Jerome's board just devastatingly wide right now. Brian Kong is either board wipe or bust. Hey DXEX1, yes, I am casting alone. I feel very sad. Wow, casting alone feels very lonely. At least I'm not in Brian Kong's shoes right now. Getting wrecked by Teamer Energy. So, Brian, he's able to Gearhawk and block 1 and then gets a removal to take 1 more. But then he would be down to 1, I think. Call Make down? Nah, he has things to do. So a Braid onto the Rogue Refiner. Failed push onto the Serve of the Conduit. This is kind of bad. He's going to create 1 more top tier and it's going to be exactly lethal for 5. Unless Brian does have something, which I doubt he does. Oh, Jerome has Harness Lightning too. No, not Harness Lightning, sorry. Blossoming Defense. Wait, isn't that lethal? It's 5 damage. It's 3 plus 2. Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna let them play it out. Because I'm a horrible person. Go enjoy Tuola Simi Standard. Hey man, some people like watching live Standard. And yep, Brian Kong just scoops it up. Well, I hope he has a good sideboard full of board wipes, maybe a few Sheltering Suns. Chandra's defeat might be good here against Glorybringer, I guess. Jerome probably going to go play more resilient threats. Maybe Vizier of Many Faces, which can survive twice, I guess. Appetite for the Unnatural as well for the Torrential Gearhawks. Oh, hi Kelvin. Yes, yes, it is a rule infraction. But here at higher standards at Groga Games, we have no standards whatsoever. Oh, I see Vraska in his sideboard. Maybe he's playing maybe he's playing 4 color. Anyways, if you're just watching Groga Games, watching our stream, watch out. Meanwhile, Mick actually pauses the game to fix it. Well, I'm not Mick. I'll just let it slide. Jerome probably would have won that anyway, regardless. But yeah, if you're just catching our stream, do check us out on Tuesdays. First you forget who am I, now you don't enforce rules. Tusk. Yeah, anyways, yeah, if you're watching us tonight, we have our standard stream every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Singapore time, as well as modern on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time. Sometimes on the weekends we have other stuff like win a box tournaments, PPTQs, and all that stuff. Oh, hey Ryan Low. Looks like Jerome's done. But Ryan really needs to consider his sideboard options here. If he doesn't keep a board wipe for the Whirler Virtuoso strat, he might just die due to that. And also, he needs to counter the right spells, I guess. He probably needs to let some small stuff go through, but Long Task Cup, you probably want to counter that. Servant of the Conduit, I think you let that through. So yeah, Jerome Wong on Teamer Energy. Brian Kong, looks like he's on Grixis control. I saw the red. So, how was your day, guys? My day was just full of work and doctor appointments, I guess. Tordon magic lah, waste time. On the contrary, every time I go on a tour on like other countries, the first thing I do is play their FNM. I go to Japan, I go to Harare, I play the FNM. I go to Indonesia, I use the wizard locator, find a store, play their FNM. I like diversifying my opponents. Yeah, that's the word. I'm having exams. Oh, good luck for your exams. Hope you do well. Oh. Is Brian still sideboarding? High five, Alf. Definitely, Kelvin. Definitely. Magic in every country. Magic in Japan is quite fun though. If you play their FNMs, they're the deck quality is actually quite relaxed. No, none of that tier 1 shit. They're all just playing jank decks. If you want to play like competitive Japanese Magic, you just go to their longer tournaments. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they have like Hyria tournaments where people actually play real tiered decks. The language barrier playing in Japan. Tried playing Vanguard and Weiss was there once. Oh. Yeah, I guess those two games would particularly be quite decently big in Japan. Magic is a universal language. You see a braid, everyone knows what it does. You see Torrential Gearhawk, everyone knows what it does. You see Counterspell, everyone knows what it does. So I had quite a good time. What's the best tip you can provide to get better competitive Magic? Alright, so I learned this quite a while ago, but if you want to play competitive Magic, you please bring a good deck. Don't bring like some half baked shit deck. That's already like handicapping yourself. Essentially, just make a good meta call deck. Uh, a bad player can win a tournament if he's playing like an absolutely monster of a deck. I know this because my brother won a tournament. My brother won a GPT back then when they existed. Just because he made the right meta call. Or you can just play a deck and just play a deck forever. Get good at it. MTGO is also one of the places where you can improve at Magic. That's pretty. You need to sink in some money on the ticks though. Well, that's some of the conduit. A turn late from Jerome. Oh wait, no. His first one got fail pushed. Alright, here comes Long Task card. And Glimmer of Genius. I assume this is in response to the Long Task card because the server of the conduit isn't attacking. But Glimmer on 4 is definitely pretty good. He left his server of the conduit untapped though, so oh, he's leaving up the gate. Okay. I see Glorybringer in Brian's hand. If he's able to play that this turn, that would be pretty bad for Jerome. So here comes Glorybringer. Most likely gonna swing and exert on the Long Task card now that it's unable to pump itself sufficiently to survive the Glorybringer's 4 damage. Yeah, you can't tilt against opponents drawing good stuff and mana flooding. You have to that's why grinders exist, man. Some pros they get mana flooded and their opponents get good draws, but they still manage to win. That's what makes them pro. Yeah, here comes Bristling Hydra, one of the many devastating threats Brian will have to handle because it does have hexproof when you activate it. So a braid onto the server of the conduit. Brian's plan here might just be to race with Glorybringer. But Jerome has Harness Lightning for the Glory Bringer, so Brian might Brian might have his work cut out for him. So Bristling Hydra does go through. Yeah, and the Harness Lightning does go on the Glory Bringer. Does this during his main phase, of course, to avoid Brian having mana. So he can't really do anything about his Glory Bringer being Harness Lightning. So now Brian has quite a bit of mana to play around with. And I think I see Hour of Devastation, but Jerome has Negate in his hand. It's going to be quite a tough game for Brian. It's also easy to tell which player's net deck to, like, not seeing the proper line of play. I mean, yeah, net decking is one thing, but knowing how to play the deck properly is another thing. Like, some people I know, they just pick up Ramonut Raid because it's the easiest deck, but in the end, Ramonut Raid still you still need a decent amount of what decent amount of knowledge as to what you're doing. You can't just Unga Bunga go face 24/7. You need to control the board sometimes too. Cough, Danny, cough. Anyway, here comes Sky Sovereign, which does get disallowed. And here comes Opt. Scry 1, draw 1. Brian Kong draws here. He plays Search for Ascanta. Alright. That's gonna help him. It's probably gonna flip next turn. It's gonna help him get that much needed card advantage now that Jerome is full of cards in his hand. Okay, here comes Whirler Virtuoso. It resolves, surprisingly. Brian Kong opting not to use the disallow in his hand. Harness Lightning onto the Whirler Virtuoso, blossoming defense here. So I would probably Harness Lightning again on the stack and save my disallow. Yep. So here comes Harness Lightning. Unfortunately for Jerome, does not have enough mana for Negate. Does not have the blue for Spell Pierce. But does create a Topter. Do a lot of pro players play like FNF at your store? Okay, actually, most of the pro players, I don't see them at stores very often, because they're often on MTGO practicing there instead, because it's more convenient for them and much easier to find opponents on MTGO rather than in events in store. So that's probably how they become pro, I guess. In the end of the day, the highest standard of gameplay you can find in Magic is probably on MTGO, which is why people go there, I guess. Torrential Gearhawk, but I think the only local well-known, Kelvin Chiu, definitely Kelvin Chiu. They pre-said that they couldn't make it day 2 though. Singapore for the nationals. But now Brian Kong is gonna have to deal with 2 flying Topters, so that might be a problem. Jerome draws. Alright, hold on a moment, guys. Let me just share this in group. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, this store is in Singapore, yeah. So here comes Torrential Gearhawk from Brian's side. Gonna get a Glimmer of Genius. Gonna rather put his chances on finding two board wipes or two removals for the top tier rather than just getting a single removal for one top tier, which I wouldn't say is the wrong move, but a bit riskier. So does use Search for Ascanta. I mean use Ascanta there because it did transform. Sweltering Suns, yeah, he finds it. Alright, Brian draws. This might be where he starts turning the corner. Because Jerome, where's his hand? Does he have cards in his hand? Yeah, you don't really have to play against Platinum Pros to be good at the game. Honestly, right, if you know what you're doing, you could probably beat pros at the game because the game has enough variance where normal, regular, average players are able to beat pro players. So yep, Sweltering Sun does resolve after disallow counters the negate. And Torture Gearhawk now going to provide a clock for Brian Kong. Gonna quickly whittle Jerome's health down. What Jerome needs right now is like a Vizier of Many Faces. But I'm not sure if he runs that. Now that you guys mention it, I feel like buying some ticks on MTGO so I can actually play there. Damn. Alright, Brian draws there. I'm gonna do it, man. I've always wanted to do it. I just want to be good at the game, man. So Torrential Gearhawk goes in for 5. Reap value. Oh, here comes Vizier of Many Faces, but on Brian's side of the table instead of on Jerome's side, which is pretty bad and probably does spell the end of the game for Jerome. Rogue Refiner the draw for Jerome Wong. Not sure if it's enough to save him though. Essence Scatter onto the Rogue Refiner. Here comes another Rogue Refiner, and here comes another Essence Scatter. And I think, yeah, Brian Kong just swings in with both and he wins the game. So game is now 1:1. Both players tied, and this last game is probably going to decide who wins this round. Very nice. Mark could teach me how to play good standard. Now I'll probably ask Chunhao or Jeffrey. Yeah, one of those two guys. Oh, they're going back to their sideboards. Doomfall, Duress. Does Brian want to put in hand attack in this matchup? He might want to actually. Nah, he goes against it. Hmm. Wonder what Jerome is taking out. If Jerome has Carnage Tyrant in his deck, now is definitely the time to put it in. How would Brian deal with a Carnage Tyrant actually? There's no way, right? Yeah, Junhao's pretty good at the game. Mm. Oh, look at Brian playing his Granblue Fantasy on his phone. What BM? I don't think he has green. No, I mean for Jerome. Needs Jerome needs Carnage Tyrant. But Essence Scatter, Vraska's Contempt on Brian's side. Brian probably has Vraska's Contempt, but we just haven't seen it yet. I wonder if Jerome has Planeswalkers in his deck too, since Planeswalkers are the bane of control. Well, now that they have Vraska's Contempt, which does target Planeswalkers, maybe not so much. Yeah, that's true. Vraska's Contempt is pseudo Hero's Downfall. Yeah, I think the fact that Torrential Gearhawk is in the same standard rotation as Vraska's Contempt just makes Vraska's Contempt a bit better because just because you are able to flash it back for free, even though it's 4 mana. Torrential Gearhawk feels like it broke the format slightly. I actually disagree with that because there are quite a lot of cards that go against the control decks. Torrential Gearhulk was exactly what control needed. Otherwise, control would be a bit too weak without Torrential Gearhulk. It's the definitive answer to all of control's problems, where you need a bomb and something that can generate a lot of value, or something that can deny your opponent's value. I think Torrential Gearhulk is better than Snap Custom Mage? Question mark? Question mark? I mean, if Snap Custom Mage, if you see a Snap Custom Mage and a Torrential Gearhulk in standard, so if Snap Custom was in the same standard as Torrential Gearhulk, I would play Torrential Gearhulk over the Snap Custom Mage, because otherwise I have no finishers. Or you could just play Snap Custom Mage. I can like run in like uh other end game cards, like maybe some planeswalkers. Watsy wanted to destroy control as an archetype. Nah, that's a horrible idea, man. Come on. Why would you want to do that? Control is like everyone's favorite archetype. Yeah, that's true. That's right, the XX. Oh, game started. Rogue Refiner, the play here from Jerome. Looks like Brian has a whole lot of lands in his hand. Plays Swamp and passes the turn. Swings in for 3. Ouch. And plays another long task up. Doesn't look like... Oh, fail push. The FNM one. And he's gonna cycle his Canyon Slow. Draw into an Ether Hub. He's gonna need an answer to that Rogue Refiner sooner or later. Otherwise, it's just gonna chip in for 3 damage every time. And 3... It's not exactly a weak number. Sky Sovereign on Jerome's side, also quite scary. He might be playing it now. Okay, so he plays the Sky Sovereign. Does Brian have the counter spell for this? He does not. Oh man, that's so bad. It resolves. Oh my god. Okay, things are looking really bad for Brian right now. He has the Essence Scatter in his hand, but the Sky Sovereign isn't a creature on the stack. It's a vehicle artifact. Jerome draws here. Harness Lightning the draw. Watsy stop printing good counterspell and removal. I'd like to disagree with that. There's like Fail Push, Harness Lightning, a Braid. A Braid is pretty good removal. Right, so Brian draws it to disallow. A turn too late, unfortunately. But now at least he has 6 mana. Right, so he's gonna crew the Sky Sovereign and attack. This is the part where Brian flashes in the gear hub. Nope, it doesn't have any removal in his graveyard. So this might be the end of the game here. Okay, so flashes in Torrential Gear out. It's gonna use Opt. Scry. A Braid? I think he's looking for that Braid. Does he find it? Yes, no. Harness Lightning. Oh man. Harness Lightning is a bit stronger than Lightning Strike, I think, in a proper deck. Like in the energy deck. Harness Lightning is, I think, quite a busted card. I mean, yeah, Field Push is not that good in standard. It gets rid of Long Tusk Cups and serve the conduits maybe, but otherwise it's not good for much because you can't really. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, you can't really trigger Revolt as easily in modern as you can in standard. Wait, I meant it the other way around. So I think Brian here might want to take the L here. Yeah, Silence the Believer at Faultong Evocation was like was the best thing ever. Let's not forget Draconic Roar. Draconic Roar was really strong in DTK. So what is Jerome gonna do now? No doubt, of course, Brian has Essence Scatter in his hand. Oh, Jerome passes the turn. Okay. So what Jerome needs now is to draw his Carnage Tyrant to end the game. Yeah, I think no, I think the energy mechanic is just. I think the energy mechanic is destroying standard variety right now. I'm really not sure about the energy. Yeah, okay, Essence Scatter, negate Essence Scatter, crew the Sky Sovereign and hit in. Crew Sky Sovereign, hit for lethal. Oh no, Locust God has flying. Uh, oh, I think Unstable Lengths look pretty cool. Yeah, energy is definitely dominating standard a bit too hard. If you ask me, I think they should ban a tune with Ether. That would like completely cripple the energy decks. So what is Brian gonna do here? Taps 4. Doesn't tap 4. Is he thinking of going for the Vizier of Many Faces? Might be. But it's not really going to do much for him. I think he just loses here. Nothing he can really do. The Vizier is going to copy the Bristling Hydra, which won't do much because Bristling Hydra is going to crew the Sky Sovereign and just swing in for lethal. Alright, so he does go for the Vizier of Many Faces. Do note that Vizier's effect isn't affected by hexproof, so because I think there's a rule against this, hold on. I'm not sure how to explain it. Vizier of Many Faces. Yes. You may have Vizier of Many Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. So it doesn't really target the creature, but oh, what do I do? Oh my gosh, this is not what's supposed to happen. Okay, that feature is a bit busted. But yeah, Jerome here takes the win over Brian Kong. Kind of a close game. I think Brian didn't have the right draws to turn the game around at the right time. Sky Sovereign was definitely a problem for Brian. Not having the Abrade really did hurt him. So anyway, yeah, that's round 1 of higher standards at Grey Ogre Games. Do stay tuned for round 2. We'll be back in just a bit. In the meantime, I'll just put up a replay. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the main story quest line here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro, Alfian Pun.
Hey, what's up?
Alfian, why you keep messing up with the layout of this thing?
Sorry, I had to.
Why?
Okay, no.
Hello everyone and welcome to our monthly winner box tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts. I'm your host for today. Anyway, you're watching the monthly winner box tournament, and this round, or this 6 rounds, are going to be sealed. So yeah, gotta enjoy it. If you love that limited action like I do, you're gonna enjoy this this tournament. Here we're watching the match here between Tim Robs and here we go. Tim Robs and Yu Hang Yao. Yu Hang, I think. Yi Hang. Oh man, trying to do a few things at the same time. I guess I'll do that later. Okay, so Yi Hang here looks like he's playing a black-white vampires deck, able to drop an Adanto Vanguard as well as the 1/3 flyer on the battlefield. I forget what's the name. I need to look all these cards up. But Tim looks like he's playing a ostensibly mono blue, but probably has sorry, it's a blue green, not mono blue. Those forests look like they are islands, which is why I like those forests too. But here gets a Master of the Streams, I think, and here we go. There we go. Sorry, Herald of Secret Streams. That's the card. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters can't be blocked. And here drops a. Well, these are, man, lot of card names that you have to remember for these cards. Enters the battlefield, what's his name? Sailor of Means for 3 mana. It's a 1/4. No, this is not Sailor of Means. This is not Sailor of Memes. This is the 5 mana guy. Enters the battlefield and then you get 2 treasure tokens. Prosperous Pirates, that's the one. Prosperous Pirates. It's a 3/4. Let me bring it up. There we go. Prosperous Pirates, when it enters for 5 mana, when it enters the battlefield, choose create 2 colorless treasure artifact tokens. With the tap, sacrifice this artifact at 1 mana color to your mana pool. And looks like, wow, Yihang here has been able to drop a mark of something. The one that gives it lifelink +2/+2 and lifelink onto the Adanto Vanguard, which means that every time it attacks, it's going to be a 5/5 +3. Sorry, going to be 6/1, 6/3, and you can pay 4 life, and it gains lifelink. Mark of the Vampire, that's the one. +2/+2 and a lifelink. Okay, Tim on the other side of the table drops a. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's the end of the game, I think. Tim here also has a Tishana, a Voice of Thunder, but doesn't really matter because Yihang here has just a more aggressive deck, a violently more aggressive deck, and this game is over in less than 5 minutes, and that's really fast. That is crazy fast. So, man, Tim looks like he's not going to sideboard in anything. Has nothing to sideboard. I think, well, we didn't see a lot of removal from Tim's side, you know, just bounce spells or even simple creatures that +1/+, you know, they give +1/+1 counters. But Yihang here, on the other hand, you know, very strong out the gates. Able to drop the Adanto Vanguard, you know, on turn 2 with the Skyblade of the Legion and 2 Skyblades of the Legions with the Mark of the Vampire, and becomes a very strong combination of cards to take down Tim. So let's see, going into round 2. Let's put up the score here. There we go. Score now is a 0-1 to Yihang, or 1-0 to Yihang. Yeah, sealed is another beast, I think. But the sealed in Ixalan is very interesting because even if you're low on removal, it can still be, you know, you can still push out and do quite well. So yeah. Alright. If you're just joining us, you're watching the monthly winner box here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick, I'm your host for today. And watching match here between Tim Robs and Yao Yihang. And it's a sealed tournament, so sealed is, well, we don't have any deck archetypes, and of course it's only, you know, six Ixalan boosters. But that can be, that, you know, the game is very wide, and again, you know, there's a lot of decks that you can build. But generally, I think sealed is a bit faster. I don't think there's a very good control deck in the sealed format for Ixalan. Well, but we'll see. Tim here with okay. He's got lands. He's got spells. That's all great and good. And he goes first and passes the turn. Daring Saboteur is a nice follow up play from Tim. Let me bring up Daring Saboteur. Or is it Daring Sleuth? No, Daring Saboteur. That's it. Turn 2. Daring Saboteur is a 2 mana 2/1. It's a rare, so this card is pretty good. It for 3 mana, you can give it the ability that it cannot be blocked, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card, and if you do, discard a card. So it's got that looting effect, all wrapped up in it. But Yihang here able to put a Skyblade of the Legion onto the battlefield, so it's a 1/3. And if Tim here wants to attack, he will have to sacrifice, his turn. Tishana's Wanderer, I believe that's what the card is called. Also hits the battlefield. Yeah, Tishana's Wanderer is a 3 mana. Let me. Oh, come on, Tishana's. Sorry, not Wanderer. Tishana's Wayfinder. 3 mana for 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, it explores. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the explore mechanic, you reveal the top card of your library, and then put. If it's a land, you put it in your hand. Otherwise, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then you decide whether you want to put it back on the top of on your library, or you put it into the graveyard. So if it's a non-creature spell that you don't want, you can put it into the graveyard. Otherwise, you're drawing a card. So essentially, explore kind of draws you maybe half a card, draws you a land for sure, and is able to mill away stuff that you don't really want. And it gives Tishana, Tim here gives Tishana the flying, and finally punches in for 3 points of damage, whereas Yihang here, he's got the Ruthless Knave, I believe. That's what the card is called. Let me bring that up for you. There we go. Ruthless Knave. Ruthless Knave. 3 mana for 3/2. The Daring Saboteur can easily trade for the Ruthless Knave, but Ruthless Knave has a really cool ability where you can pay 3 mana and sacrifice a creature. It creates 2 colorless treasure tokens, and then you can sacrifice 3 of the treasures and you draw a card. Pretty good, huh? But Yihang here able to give both his guys flying with the arrow saw and beats him with the Ruthless Knave for 5 points of damage, bringing Tim down to 5. River Herald's Boon, maybe. Nope. Okay, gonna go with another explore creature, and I don't think this is very useful at all right now. Yes, he decides to mill it away, and now he has a 1/4 blocker for anything on the ground. And I believe Tim here should attack. Maybe attack. No, he decides to pass the turn. Okay, so go on the defense with his Tishana's Wayfinder, especially with a River Herald's Boon in his hand, which will enable him to grow one of his creatures, as well as one of his merfolks. There we go. River Herald's Boon. For 2 mana, it's an instant speed. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target merfolk. So pretty good stuff, I would say. Yihang here lacking 1 mana. Wow, he's got green in his deck. Okay, I just realized that he put down some green stuff. Okay, Hammer Skull hits the battlefield, and when Hammer Skull attacks, he gets to tap down a creature, and he'll probably use it to tap down the flyer. And Tim there decided not to fire off the River Herald's Boon just yet.
Hey guys, welcome back to Higher Standards here at Grow Games. I'm Alfian Put, I'm your host. And right here we have Ilham Muliawan versus Martin Fimbo. This is round 2 of our 3 round standard event, of course. Ilham, not sure what he's playing. Martin, I'm also not sure what I don't know what either player is playing, so I guess we'll both find out. Do tell me if it's still lagging though. I'm trying to fix the lagging problem, but I'm not sure what I can do. So, Spy Bluff Canal, the play for Ilham here. Looks like he's playing Teamer Energy. Yeah, Blossoming Defense. No, Blooming Marsh, sorry. And Serve the Conduit. Might see a fail push here. Yep, fail push. Alright. Now, if I'm not wrong, Martin's playing Constrictor. Yeah, he is playing Green Black Constrictor. Not sure if he has the Blue Splash, the Sultai Constrictor, but the main engine, of course, of the deck is Winding Constrictor, which gives all your stuff +1 counter, and you get +1 energy, +1 counters. You know, it's the good stuff. Alright, the stream looks fine right now. Yeah, not sure what I did, but the stream's definitely smoother than just now. Alright, so gets 2 energy off the Ether Hub here because of Winding Constrictor. Taps 3. Ooh, this is a very strong play from Martin here. But on the stack of the counters, he's gonna Magma Spray the Rishka. But Winding Constrictor still 4-5. You're gonna hit in for 4. That's nothing to scoff at, I guess. So here comes Mountain, and most likely you're gonna see a Whirler Virtuoso gonna start blocking for days. Or maybe just, yeah, I don't think there's enough energy for one though, one Topter. So Martin draws. Plays the forest, okay. And goes attacking with the Winding Constrictor. I just noticed Ilham's hand holding on to a Confiscation Coup. Might be trouble for Martin if he has no answer to this. No Blossoming Defense, which I think he has Blossoming. Yeah, he does have Blossoming Defense in his hand. So Martin not in the biggest world of problems right now. Here comes Island. Let's see, Confiscation Coup or Glorybringer. Glorybringer can't remove the Winding Constrictor though, so most likely you're going to see him try the Confiscation Coup, as that's the only answer to the Winding Constrictor being a 4-5 right now. Oh, is he opting to play the Glorybringer instead? Alright, Ilham taps 4. Going to see Chandra. And most likely going to see a +1 on Chandra here. Flip the top card, see what he gets. Or is he doing it for mana? Or Vraska's Contempt on the stack of Chandra's activated ability. So Chandra does get exiled, reveals Long Tusk Up, and yep, does not cast that since he doesn't have any energy, any mana to cast it. Sorry. Forest for Martin Finbo. He's able to play the Scarab God right now, but kind of vulnerable to Confiscation Coup. He might want to play it once he has additional green mana up for the Blossoming defense. Yeah, this is like Teamer versus Sultai Energy. Right, so creates a top tier and blocks the snake. Alright. Oh, he plays the raw Scarab God. Oh, this is gonna be punished so hard. Confiscation Coup onto the Scarab God. Oh shit. Alright, here comes Water Virtuoso for 2. Alright, so Martin's plan here might be to attack with the Winding Constrictor, let him block with the Scarab God and then Blossoming Defense to kill it and allow Martin to get his Scarab God back. But plays a long task up. So will he attack with the Winding Constrictor? That's the question. Okay, chooses not to. Ilham draws another Water Virtuoso. Plays Water Virtuoso and the Swarm Conduit. Ilham going a bit wide here. Getting total of 5 energy. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay. Hmm. And Martin just passes his turn with 5 mana open. Things look pretty tough here. Ilham could just slam the Glorybringer and let it attack. Force in some damage. That's what I would do, I guess. Alright, taps 4. And eternalizes the... uses Scarab God's effect onto the Servant of the Conduit. So let's get Scarab God onto the screen. Hold on. Wow, it's taking quite a while to load. Alright, fail push onto the eternalized onto the Servant of the Conduit zombie. Anyway, it's for 2 blue and a black. Exile target creature from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So essentially, it eternalizes a creature from your graveyard. And when it dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of its end step. So yeah, if it dies, it does go back to Martin's side, but it has to die first, which I think might be pretty hard for it to do right now. Okay, so Ilham eternalizes the Rishka, get some counters, fail push onto the Rishka before anything can happen. Oh, he drew like 3 fail pushes this game. Alright, so there seems to be some confusion here on how the Scarab God works. But Martin should scoop. Yeah, maybe. So 2 counters, one on the Brishka, one on the Lontas card. Reasonable. Yeah, it's really hard for Martin to win here. Ilham draws another Scarab God. I think Ilham should start pushing it for damage. He definitely has the upper hand here. But then Ilham must be thinking, what could Martin possibly have that could turn this game around? So taps 3, goes for Whirler, Rogue Refiner, sorry. So what he needs here is a Hostage Taker, which I think he does run in his deck. Draws, oh there it is. Whoa. Stream stuttering again, let me check. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can really do with the lag. I think someone at the back is using quite a lot of data, a lot of bandwidth. So he does cast the Glorybringer and goes in. Hold on, let me try something. Let me try restarting the stream. Alright, so he does have the Hostage Taker and is gonna take hostage of the Scarab God, so that's pretty good. Alright, so now Ilham finally realizing that he needs to step up the pace of the game. So plays his Glorybringer and goes in for some damage. Yeah, I just restarted the stream, so it should be going well right now. Yeah, looks like the stream is fixed. Pretty good. Glorybringer going in for the attack. Most likely gonna exert onto the hostage taker. Oh no, exerts onto the long task cub instead. Very interesting. Does not apparently Ilham doesn't mind giving Martin back the Scarab God. Alright, taps that and blossoming defense onto the Long Tusk. So it doesn't die to Glorybringer's exert ability. So now it's going to blocks. The Rishka is a 5-5 right now, so Bunny Constrictor blocking the Rishka would result in quite bad value. Yeah, we are back. It's pretty stable now. So yeah, Martin takes the damage from the Glorybringer. Ilham taps and plays Long Tusk of his own, so passes the turn. Alright, Martin draws. Oh, another hostage taker. This could be really good for him. So, what would you take hostage of? Probably one of the Glory Bringers, right? Yeah, so gonna attune with Ether. Gonna look for some stuff. So Martin can hang on a bit here. He can grow his Long Tusk up to quite a size that makes it unbeatable. Is that a word? Get Glorybringer from second one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Most likely he's gonna take hostage of the second Glorybringer. Or take hostage of the first one that's gonna untap the next turn. Alright, so he does cast the hostage taker rather than hostage taking his own hostage taker, which is a play, I guess. He would get his Glorybringer, Scarab God back, but then again, it would not let him have another hostage taker to take the Glorybringer. I would have taken control of the Glorybringer though. I would use hostage taker on the Glorybringer though, since the clock Glorybringer gives is quite fast. I would do whatever I can to stop Glorybringers from attacking me. Alright, so I think Ilham is positioned for an all-in attack here. Or he might just want to attack with the Glorybringer. Yeah, so attacks with the Glorybringer. Martin Fimbo goes down to 4. No, both the hostage takers are on Martin's side. Martin has another hostage taker on his hand. So here comes Harness Lightning onto the Scarab God. passes the turn. Yeah, Martin really needs something here. Fail push onto the long Tusk up, okay. But not really an answer to the Glory Bringers. Yeah, those are water virtuosos. So Hostage Taker takes control of one of the kidnaps one of the Glory Bringers, but Martin realizes that there's no way out of this game, so he just scoops it up. And now it's off to game 2. Yes. And if you're watching the stream, do check us out on Tuesdays 8 p.m. for standard Singapore time, and oh sorry, and on Wednesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time as well. Check out our page www.facebook.com/GreyOgreGames and our YouTube as well, where we have a video on demand of every event we have streamed so far. www.youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. And yeah, I'm Alfian. I'm your host for today. And right now we have Ilham versus Martin Finbo. Ilham playing Tima Energy or Martin's on Sultai Energy. The the energy the energy team really running strong on standard right now. Wednesday is strictly better event. Video stuttering. But audio is fine. That sounds really weird. The video is going really smoothly on my side on my OBS here. So I'm not sure what the problem is. So game is now 1-0 in favor of Ilham. Oh, looks like gonna put in some. Yeah, I'm gonna check. Go check out the gear later on. Oh, gonna sleep? Alright, good night, Eddie. It's nice having you here. Oh, the stream really is stuttering. Hold on. Let me find some fixes for this. Hmm. Hold on, let me check something. File settings. Video. Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. Someone's someone's taking up all the bandwidth. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna ask who's taking up all the yeah, the stream is lagging because someone is taking up all the bandwidth. Hold on, be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I've talked to, I've checked around the shop at the stuffs, and yeah, it seems like, hold on, it seems like there's something wrong with our router or something. So we're gonna reset the router after this game ends. But if you're watching this on YouTube, right here comes a braid onto the winding constrictor. Winding constrictor does die. Okay, upload speed is back and normal. Okay, that's pretty good. So Botanical Sanctum and into a road refiner, sorry. Wow, Martin really having a surplus of energy here, but doesn't have anything to sink his energy into, such as a long touch scarp or a clean sleeve siphoner, I guess. So Ilham draws into a road refiner. Oh my god, and the stream just dies again. Why is this happening? Alright, here comes Glorybringer. Gonna attack and exert, destroying the road refiner. Okay, so this Glorybringer posing a lot of problems onto Martin this entire round. But I think he has Vizier of Many Faces to copy the Glorybringer, so it's not too bad. Test 4. And yeah, Vizier of Many Faces gonna copy the Glorybringer and attack. No, you can't. It doesn't. It doesn't. The exert ability doesn't hit dragons, which Glorybringer is. So you can't have Glorybringers killing Glorybringers. And reverse rebuke the draw here from Ilham. Right, taps 3. Most likely going to see a road refiner here. Or Water Virtuoso maybe. Alright, so he's going to play the Water Virtuoso. Yeah, he does. And he gains 3 energy of that. So that's going to help Ilham block the Glorybringer that Martin has on his side. So what Martin could use right now is another Hot Shift Shaker to take that Glorybringer that Ilham has on his side. That would be pretty good. Alright, so Martin attacking with the Glorybringer. Will he exert? No, chooses not to exert. Oh, he is exerting. Okay, exerting, killing the Water Virtuoso. So Ilham probably gonna block here. So a Magma Spray onto the. Seeing some hostage taker on hostage taker value. Man. Alright, so he's gonna Magma Spray the Glorybringer that Martin has and block with both of his Topters, but he's gonna fail push one. So yep, he tricked Ilham into dedicating the Topters and the Magma Spray into the Vision of Many Faces, but Martin had the blowout card, I guess. Yeah, so Martin now gains more energy because of the Winding Constrictor. And then it's back to Ilham's turn. Okay, Ilham draws. Taps 3. Goes with Rogue Refiner. Draws a card. Harness Lightning. A very good draw here for Ilham. So able to take care of the Vizier of Many Faces, which is taking the form of Glorybringer right now. Plays his land. And attacks with the Glorybringer. Is he gonna exert? No, chooses not to exert. Okay. Opts to leave the Winding Constrictor on the board. Alright, so Martin draws. Yeah, Vizier was exerted last turn to kill the Whirler Virtuoso, so does not untap this turn. Does have access to a lot of mana right now, but as for having cards in his hand, not that much. So swings to Winding Constrictor, surprisingly doesn't block with the Rogue Refiner. It does go in for 2. Wilhelm untaps and draws. Draws into a forest. Right, plays the forest and attacks with both Rogue Refiner and the Glorybringer. And Martin's down to 5. Do note that Ilham does have Lightning Strike in his hand, so one more hit in for Ilham is gonna end the game. Yeah, so plays the Glintstave Siphoner, gets 2 energy. So Harness Lightning here is gonna come out, killing the Vizier of Many Faces. I mean the Glorybringer, sorry. Oh, and okay, Blossoming Defense, gonna protect the Vizier. Yeah, Vraska's Contempt would be pretty good here. But Martin needs to block the Glorybringer with his own Glorybringer. Alright, Reverse Rebuke. Oh. Alright, so let's get Reverse Rebuke out. Yeah, so return all non-land permanents target player controls all to his hand. So yeah, does clear out Martin's board and goes in for the kill. Very well played by Ilham there. Very calculated, having to play this sort of grindy matchup. It wasn't very one-sided. So both players kind of had chance to win this game. But Ilham maybe played a better deck, maybe played it a bit better than Martin was playing. But regardless, that was a very good game from both players. Anyways, yeah, you're watching Higher Standards at Ogre Games. I'm Alf Yampun. Do stay tuned for round 3. We'll be up in a bit. I will put up a replay.
Hello, and welcome to round 2 of Ogre Games' Wednesday More Than Modern tournament on the road to the Invitational.
Oh,
In an interesting twist of fate, my name is James Church-Morley, and I'm one of your hosts, and I'm joined by Nick, another of your hosts, who's currently...
I don't have a nickname.
You don't have a nickname.
I don't have a nickname.
We should work on a nickname.
No, my nickname is I'm one of your hosts. I'm the one of the hosts.
That's longer than your name. That can't be a nickname. Your nickname cannot be longer than your name.
Joshua's nickname is Joshua. My wife, my lightning is my wife Wutan.
That's also I'm gonna have to put my foot down. Your nickname cannot be longer than your name.
No. It is so possible that your nickname can be longer than your name. No, absolutely not. No, Joshua. Yeah.
So we had a very quick turnaround. We had round 1, the Lantern versus the Abzan, or just green white actually. Devoted Druid.
For those of you who sort of like blinked, this is not a replay.
No, this is round 2.
This is round 2.
We're straight into it.
Yep.
And we've got Sheik Amiruddin and KU Lim, both with very similar sleeves. So hopefully they don't trade permanents. That's what I'm hoping. Sheik with a very appealing... I mean, that looks like Tintin on the t-shirt, but I don't actually think it's Tintin. I think it's something else. It looks like Sheik's playing... Well, it looks like he might be on some sort of Death Shadow deck. And KU, don't know what he's on at the moment. K taking a mulligan. So for those of you that tuned in last week and saw our segment Questions with Mick, we're going to run that back today. Got some more questions. We've got some more questions for Mick. We'll do it. We'll see how the game goes. This looks like I don't think it can possibly be slower than round 1.
You never know.
Oh, I've said that now, so it's going to go to turns. But I've got some more long form questions for Mick today that require developed thought rather than quick answers. So interesting to hear his take on those. We'll try and fit those in at the end of the round.
Things are happening. Things are happening in a live counter. Why can't they figure out? It's just an app, man. It's just an app. Just press the button.
Ooh. Having some serious glare on the live counter as well.
Yeah. Which is why I put it out. Joshua, come here. Come here, bring the live counter here, man. Joshua. No, he can't see it. He'll fix it. He'll figure it out.
Alright. So Sheik's starting off with the Mistress Bauble.
Oh my god.
It's Grix's Death Shadow.
Oh, okay. So
I think all my dreams have finally come true.
Yes, for those of you who've been waiting for this moment for the longest time.
Like
finally, we have another Grix's Death Shadow.
Like me. I've been waiting for this moment for the longest time.
Yeah.
And just a windsweep teeth for KU. Wow, another Mishra's Bauble. Okay. We're just grinding through that deck. I love it. Wow,
it looks like, yeah.
She kept a 1-lander though.
Does he want to draw though? Okay, so he chooses to draw that card.
And basic forest from KU. Interesting. KU's in the colours where you'd expect sort of a Noble Hierarch or a Birds of Paradise. I mean, even a Devoted Druid on turn 1 or 2, but he's done very little at the moment. So, suggesting he's kept either quite a slow hand, or he's playing something which is slightly different from the regular.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what has happened?
So, apologies to everyone watching out there. We seem to be having some slight technical difficulties with the camera. We're going to go away and fix that and be back as soon as possible.
That's interesting. All right. So,
What's happened, Mick? Are you not only our resident expert in the booth, resident judge, resident tech guru?
it's a good question. I honestly don't know what just happened. Okay. We are gonna cut the stream for a while. But yeah,
And
and we'll fix it.
and
We'll be right back.
we'll be
So
back
don't
with
go
some
away.
more modern as soon as possible.
All right. So don't go away.
Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry for the black screen earlier. I didn't realize the replay stopped. Wait, let me.
Comment it together.
Oh, okay. Wait. You take this seat. Take this seat.
I asked Lucas to come in also lah.
What?
No,
So,
never
too many
mind.
people, too many people. Okay. Okay, when I say go, we go.
Wow, here no aircon.
Oh, you want aircon? Okay.
Never mind lah.
Aircon.
I got good.
What happened to you?
Oh, I split already.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to play.
Okay. That's a mic. That's your mic.
Hello.
Okay, can.
Mm.
Hey guys, welcome to Higher Standards here at Ogre Games. I'm Alfian Poon, I'm your host. Joining me today is very professional player, Peter Ong Taxi Bing.
Hello everybody.
Yes. And yes, Hoseo. Okay,
Good,
so right
good.
now we have Matthew Lai versus David Wu. David Wu plays all the spicy decks. He's so spicy.
Yeah.
And he's 2-0 right now, so his deck must be extra spicy.
You know what is that?
No.
It's I think it's a mono white token or something like that.
Wait, oh that's Legion's Landing. Okay.
Yeah. Mono white. I think it's mono white lah. I never see other color, but then this deck is very. Yeah.
So how?
No, you no like.
You have enough? Or
Huh?
you have enough points or?
I give you the shop pack lor.
Oh, okay.
You say you want the pack then
Yeah.
so you just treat I fight you treat you fight I treat packs Sorry
Alright, anyway. Oh, fail push. Wow, fail push on a token.
Walao this type of
Maximum value. Oh, Sacred Cat. Ah, 2 Sacred Cats. Ah.
Okay, but then the thing is, will you cast Fatal Push on that token?
I wouldn't But what's Matthew playing? He's playing black, red, green, blue. Is he for Black
wait lah. Yeah, 什么事?
Are you in stream right now?
Come back later.
Okay. Yeah, so Peter will be back later, but here comes David Wu with his Sacred Cat, dealing 1 damage, and here comes True Heart Duelist. Oh my god. Yeah, Matthew Lai playing 4C energy looks like. And David is gonna embalm the Sacred Cat. 4C teamer. Hey man, it's not teamer if it's 4C. So David draws and attacks with everything. And Legion's Landing does flip. So yeah, oh. Is we gonna see Anointed Procession for David Wu. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be quite a game. So let's get that out. Yeah, so I think David just puts all these cards in his deck because they have the embalm ability. So he just wants to embalm as much creatures as possible with Anointed Procession. It's gonna tap. Wow, that's a lot of mana. Another Anointed Procession. Oh my god, this is gonna be really bad for Matthew Lai as he draws a Draws a Swarm for his troubles. And plays Vraska, Relic Seeker, destroys one of the Anointed Processions as to stop the ridiculousness of this deck. Alright, so David draws. Alright, so here comes Excellence Binding onto the Vraska. And 2 cats gonna attack Metuli. So Matthew going down to 13 while David's up at 27. Wow. Oh. Well, one thing Matthew can breathe easy about is that David doesn't have any embalmed creatures or eternalized creatures in his graveyard right now. So Anointed Procession won't really have the value that it should be having.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, hello, welcome. Oh shit.
sorry. That's the mic.
Alright, so this is like Scarab God. Okay. David's gonna need something really spicy here to beat through the Scarab God. But let's see what he has. Another Legion's Landing. He's gonna get 2 tokens right now. Oh.
He have possession right now? No.
Huh?
Does he have? Oh, yeah, there's one possession.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 2, but one of the
But actually, I wonder how to David win. Because the last 2 rounds he play until timeout.
Oh.
So it's a very draggy game.
Yeah, his deck is kind of aggro, but the nature of his deck, because he gains so much life, if the opponent decides to turn the game around, it's going to take quite a while to end the game.
Yeah, so for David, I think most probably he have to wait for his what white first, then I will take credit.
So 3. So I 5 you 3. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, here comes Rogue
there's a-
Refiner. Gonna go up like 2 energy, draw a card.
Oh, Matthew. So I think it's Sotai splash rate.
Sultai Splash Rate.
This deck I ever run before.
Is it good?
Pretty good because the remover, right, is you have harness lightning to handle those very big creatures. Then the fatal push is just for the low cost card.
Anyway, David Wu activates his Adanto's first fort. Wait, what is that card called?
Adanto Vanguard.
No, the Legion's Landing. The flip.
Oh, okay.
Adanto the first fort. Yeah, correct. So for 2 mana white, tap, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. So yeah, he can go pretty white here. He's playing some like Soul Sister shit
For David, he every time like to play this kind of that.
Yeah,
very,
man.
it's very mind torturing.
But David, he's a spicy deck man.
Yeah. Unfortunate not to play with him in round 3.
Okay, so David's just gonna create an infinite amount of tokens, like slowly but surely. Wait for that Angel of Sanctions, man. Oh yeah. If David Angel of Sanctions and bound, right, he can take two things with the Angel of Sanctions. This is gonna be so ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, Waller Virtuoso, the play here for Matthew Lai. An attack with the Scarab God.
Okay, Lucas asked me to go out and press that already. I'm sorry, guys.
What the fuck? Yeah, anyway, David Wood takes 5 and he creates more tokens. If Westville Abbey was still in standard, David would probably be winning right now. Is the mono white and bound eternalized deck? Yeah, looks like it. The mono white and bound eternalized deck. Oh, another sacred cat. Okay. What's Matthew gonna do here? Oh, he's gonna create a top tail with his Water Virtuoso. Matthew untaps and draws. Draws into Green Sleeve Siphoner. That's not bad. Able to grind this game out. Matthew gonna draw more cards. Wait, Secret Cat's gonna block one of the Scarab God, I mean. But still gonna take one though. But doesn't because the cat has lifelink. And here comes Green Sleeve Siphoner. Now Matthew not gonna be dead behind while David's churning out like a whole lot of tokens because he can now draw an extra card each turn. If that second Anointed Procession stayed on the board, things would have been far more dangerous for Matthew here. I think he's waiting for the Chefnet Ruins. The white desert, what is it called? Chat, if you know what card it is, please help me. It's the card that when you activate it, all your creatures get +2/+2, or is it +1/+1? Kind of forgot. Chefnet Dunes. Oh yeah, Chefnet Dunes, yeah. Okay, hold on, let me get it up. Yeah, so most likely David's running this card. Oh, it's already on his field. Okay, he's gonna play this card and he's gonna like just create an anthem effect for all his creatures, and so he's gonna gain a shit ton of life. So what's he gonna do? Another Sacred Cat. Wow. David sure loves his Sacred Cats, man. Right, Matthew draws here. Taps 3. Gonna play another Rogue Refiner. Draws into a land. Right, so Matthew gonna swing in with both the Scarab God and the Topter. But David Wu looks like he's gonna gang block the Scarab God just to get all his cats to die, I guess. Alright, so oh, okay. Oh, okay, so he's fatal push on one of them. Oh, that sucks. David was probably planning to do the big swing next turn. But it's gonna gain a lot of life though. It's gonna gain like 4 life. Oh, and then just for insult to injury, Matthew's gonna eternalize the Sacred Cat with Scarab God's effect. And gonna create more tokens, of course. So how is David gonna beat Scarab God? Alright, gonna embalm both the Sacred Cats. So now he has 4 Sacred Cats. Oh, that's a big field. Okay, here comes Sunskirt's champion. ETB gain life equal to its power. That's pretty good. And also has Eternalize, which makes this especially good because of Anointed Procession and the nature of this deck. So if he Eternalizes this card, he's going to get like 8 life. Wow. He's going to swing with the Tortoise and the Sacred Cat and the Glintstave Siphoner. Yeah, so Matthew recognizes that he needs to start getting the action going and takes the initiative to swing into David. Alright, David's gonna try get rid of the Scarab God again. Or is he? So if he so he's gonna block all four. He's gonna move all 4 of his Sacred Cats onto the Eternalized Sacred Cat. So Matthew Light gonna gain 4, and Gage's gonna gain 4 from Lifelink as well. But then he loses 6 life. So it goes down to 17. Wait, eh? Oh wait, no, yeah, correct, 17. And then he plays Gaunty, Lord of Luxury. Wow. Matthew Lai playing some sort of interesting mid-range deck. Now what does Matthew see? Let's see if I can take a look. David draws. Oh, taps 5. Wow. Goes for Angel of Sanctions onto the Locust God. Alright, so now this is the big play that David was waiting to play. Waiting to make, sorry, since the game started. So now David can finally go on and gain control of the game as he can now that Scarab God is out of the way. Now Matthew desperately needs something to get rid of the Angel of Sanctions. And Harness Lightning is just the card that he has. Yeah, just the card that he needs right now. Unfortunately, David Wu is able to embalm the Angel of Sanctions and get 2 Angel of Sanctions. As ridiculous as it may sound. Oh, Matthew Lai's only red source is the Canyon Slow and the Ether Hub. Okay, so Matthew does get his Scarab God back. Oh, and he eternalizes the Scarab God. Eternalizes the Angel of Sanctions, getting his Vraska back. Oh wow, this is not where David wants to be right now. His whole plan is falling apart. Half his board is gone now. Ooh, wow, that was a big play from Matthew Lai there. Now, the question here is David able to keep up with Matthew's board? Because David can create a board of tokens eventually, but Matthew already has such a huge board presence that David might not have the time to recreate his tokens. He's going to swing in with like 3 Road Refiners, Gonti, and a Clean Sleeve Siphoner. Alright, so it's gonna block the Clean Sleeve Siphoner with the Sarskut's Champion and one of the warriors. And one of the vampires, sorry. And then he's gonna block the others. Alright, so yeah, he does do a big trade there, but gains a lot of life as a result. Although I'm not sure if he's able to keep this up. Matthew has Frasca on the field as well as the Scarab God, so things are looking pretty bad here. He needs a Fumigate or something, which I don't think he runs, since he's playing an aggro mono white deck. Yep, and David Wu scoops it up, goes on game 2. Yeah, this game was almost on David's side, but Matthew managed to turn it around with the Angels of Section that David has, turning his own creatures against him. That Scarab God really saved Matthew there. Anyway, if you're just watching, catch Grey Ogre Games Standard on Tuesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time, and you can catch our Modern 8 p.m. Singapore time as well. And catch us on the weekends. Sometimes we have our random events such as PPTQs, win a box events. And do check out our YouTube, youtube.com/Grey Ogre Games, where you can check out all our videos that we have. Normally we upload the replays of all our events there, so if you miss any of it, just go to YouTube, you'll find us there. Check out our Facebook as well, facebook.com/Grey Ogre Games. We put up all our events there, I guess. Matthew like taking out some of the removal, yes, taking out all the spot removal, all the fatal pushes. Not sure what David Wu has against Matthew Lai here. Yeah, fatal push going out of the board, going out of Matthew's deck. Offhand, can you check if David has an online deck list? Okay, I'll ask him later. Actually, let me look on Google. Let me Google it. Maybe it might be on. Can't seem to find his deck online. Mono white. Anointed Procession. Yeah, I can't find it online. He most likely brewed it on his own. Oh, there's one on Reddit. I placed 25th in the October standard PPTQ, playing his homebrew blue-white Eternalized deck this. Yeah, he's mono white instead of blue white. Oh, the game started. Okay. Ooh, Solemnity, the play here for David Wu. Wow, suddenly the game just got really hard for Matthew Lai. Alright, so let's see how Matthew Lai plays around the Solemnity. So, how's David going to do? I see Orchestra's Monument in his hand. Is he going to play another Procession? Yep, another Procession and pass the turn. While losing a lot of tempo there. Alright, so Tune with Ether gonna get a land. Unfortunately, no energy for Matthew Lai. Because of Solemnity, of course, stopping all counters to be on any players or creatures. Right, Rogue Refiner and Son of Conduit going in for 5 damage here. And Orchestra's Monument, the play here for David Wu. Is he going to have a... Oh, what's this? Negate? Oh, negate. Okay. Oh, that's pretty mean. Most likely he had a Legion's Landing he wanted to play here. Oh, no he didn't. Okay. Vraska the draw there for Matthew. Wow, if David doesn't establish a board presence soon, Matthew might just get this game quite easily. 3 damage onto David Wu. And looks like he's gonna power out the Vraska. Oh yes, 2 Vraskas, okay. And destroy the Solemnity. Okay, now game just got a bit easier for Matthew. Wait, Sunskirt is champion. Going to gain David 2 life as well as a blocker. Not sure how good the blocker is though. Draws it to Harness Lightning. Alright, gonna remove all the Planeswalker. Gonna pay the cost to destroy the Anointed Possession because he has another one. And gonna destroy the Sunskirt champion. And now Matthew is probably gonna swing in for another 5 damage. Ooh, game's just not going as planned here for David Wu. 2 treasures for Matthew Lai up because Vraska's minus does give treasure after destroying the permanent. Now let's see what David has up his sleeve. Legion's Landing, gonna create a token I guess. And tap 3 for another Solemnity. Ooh. Well, let's actually see what Solemnity does since we haven't really seen much of this card since its release. Yeah, so players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands. So essentially shuts down the energy mechanic. You still can use you still can get loyalty counters on your planeswalkers though. So that's pretty important. Alright, so plus effect on the Vraska. Creates a 2/2 black pirate creature token. Gonna create some of his own tokens. Attacks for just 1, I guess. And summons Clean Steve Siphoner as well as a Scarab God. Okay, now David's probably dead. Fumigate? Yeah, he needs a Fumigate right now. Even then it won't save him because Vraska is still on the field. Yep, David realizes that he's fucked and he has no way out. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching Higher Standards at Grey Games. Sorry for the casting quality. I'm a bit sick today. Yeah, a bit sick and tired. No, I was physically sick. Haha. I should be at home resting. Alright, anyway. Yeah, catch us out on YouTube, youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. And check out our streams on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 PM Singapore time. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Bye bye.